Now, this is also the part of preparation. Please check your institution policies and practices. Many universities does not require presentation. For example, like even my final VIVA VOCE session at USM, there was no presentation. Straight question and answer session, okay? So it depends. So different institute has different rule. If your university has a policy that you have to do presentation, like my university, students are given 25 minutes to 30 minutes time for presentation. And then we always see the students, the mistake they do, they want to present a lot, but they often forget that examiners actually have read every lines of your thesis. So why should you be presenting so much? Highlight the research problem, research question, bit of your theories, and then straight go to your methodology bit and focus more on your findings and contributions, okay? I do have a video in my YouTube channel. How should you present, prepare the presentation slide? Possibly you would like to watch it. I think that is the most read or viewed video in my channel. I think so far 5,000 plus people has viewed it, okay? So please listen, watch and listen to that video about how to prepare presentation slide for the final VIVA VOCE session. So that would be helpful. Okay, I say reread your thesis and keep updating your research. Think about what you will and will not defend, okay? Draw up list of possible questions that we are going to give you today. It's not like sitting on the laptop where you can edit a sentence as long, you cannot do any correction during the session, right? You can't. So if mistake is there, it is a mistake. So you have to tell them, okay, I will do the correction, inshallah. I'm taking note, okay? Another mistake I always see with the student, they don't have a piece of paper and pen with them. How can you be coming to the session without a pen and papers? You have a draft and you must have some papers and pen, right? When examiners raise question, you take it down, please, so that it shows that you are really committed and attentive and listening to the panel members, okay? So you are sitting there, you cannot do any correction now, but you can always tell the panel members, I'm taking notes. Those small correction I will do. I'm sorry, I did some mistakes. It's fine. You acknowledge it and you will do it, okay? Then make sure you have a copy with you, printed copy. Not the computer copy, not the soft copy, printed copy. I think about 3 months before, I attended a VIVA VOCE session from a foreign university, and a student did not have his draft with him. So the chairman was so angry, he took his draft and threw to him, He was so angry. He said, how can you come to a VIVA VOCE session without having your draft? So you must have your copy with you, right? Okay. Now again, still on the preparation, right? Get up with a good start. Prepare for icebreaker. You can always start asking questions to examiners and thanking them and all that. Silence does not mean bad news, meaning that do not really talk much. Do not really talk much until you are warranted, okay? Until you are warranted. Do not really point out your weaknesses. I've talked about it. Next one is important. Don't talk like a politician. We know politicians they like talking. You shouldn't be talking a lot. You shouldn't be talking a lot. Only speak what is necessary. Okay. We call it what? Short and sweet, right? We call it short and sweet. So speak as it is necessary. Don't speak a lot. Okay. You may need to move from friendly question to complex debates, right? You will have friendly questions at the beginning, and you know that slowly you are moving into complex debates where you have to argue. I remember there was one session, a professor, very learned professor, asked the candidate, do you agree with me that knowledge is universal? And the student says yes. So by answering that question, he put himself into the trouble. So the professor said, okay, if you argue the knowledge is universal, then when you apply the knowledge in different contexts, you should do the same, right? Then the student say yes. Then he said, why are you doing that research then in the context of Malaysia? Because this research has been done in many countries and many authors. So I don't see anything new here, okay? So when you're answering a question like that, be careful, answering the questions. Okay, focus on your contribution. That is the most important. Your PhD is given because of your contribution. I will talk about it later again, okay? And expect your VIVA to last about 2 to 4 hours. 2 to 4 hours. If you're very lucky, you get out in 2 hours time. If you're not very lucky, it goes up to 4 hours, even 5 hours. I have seen a VIVA session 5 hours. We call it torture chamber. Torture chamber. I have 2 friends who did PhD with me. who was a psychic, who became a psychic and had to go for medication for 2 years, for 2 years. And I had another friend who failed in the first attempt, and the Viva was 5 hours long. And after coming out of the Viva, he was in trauma, and he couldn't drive a car for 5 years. 5 years, his wife used to drive him. So you may have that kind of situation also in the final Viva Voce session if you do not know how to tackle the question posed to you. Okay, so you got to be very careful. Okay, and my last preparation point that I put: enjoy it. You have worked hard, and this is your session. You should be enjoying. You should be enjoying. This is your session. Okay, and you're supposed to be a doctor after this. Okay, a doctor before your name. So you should be enjoying the session. All right.